All right, let's talk about anti-aging. Today we're going to break down 10 top tips from a dermatologist, but this isn't just going to be a list. We're going to transform it into a really simple, powerful strategy for your skin's health.
You know, what if that's the key? We're always sold these secret ingredients or some kind of miracle cream. But honestly, the truth is, amazing skincare isn't magic. It's just a smart, consistent strategy. And it's one that literally anyone can learn.
So, before we can even get to the how, we've got to understand the why. I mean, to build a solid strategy, you have to know what you're up against, right? So let's figure out what's actually causing our skin to age in the first place.
Well, it really boils down to two main things. First, you've got intrinsic aging. That's just the natural clock, the stuff our genes decide. We can't do much about that. But then there's extrinsic aging, and this is where we have the power. This is all the stuff from the outside world, sun, pollution, our lifestyle, and this is the part we can totally influence. And when we talk about all those external factors, there's one villain that stands way, way above the rest: photoaging. It's just a fancy word for all the damage the sun's UV rays do to our skin. It is the #1 cause of premature wrinkles, fine lines, dark spots, you name it. Getting this is so important because it sets the stage for our first and most important line of defense. So that brings us to our first pillar, prevention. This is all about the proactive stuff, the non-negotiables that you do every single day. Think of this as the bedrock of your daily defense. This is your front line.
And that leads us to the single most important tip you will ever get from any dermatologist. Seriously, if you forget everything else I say today, please remember this.
That's it. And I don't just mean on beach days. I mean on cloudy days, in the winter, even on days when you're just driving in your car. Why? Because the UVA rays, the ones that do the aging, they go right through clouds and glass. Making broad-spectrum sunscreen a daily habit is, without a doubt, the most effective anti-aging thing you can do, period.
And look, this isn't just one person's opinion. This is a universal truth in dermatology. Sunscreen is the absolute cornerstone. The main takeaway here, just make it a non-negotiable part of your morning, like brushing your teeth.
And it's so easy to fit in. Your whole morning routine can basically be building a shield for your skin in 3 simple steps. First, a gentle cleanse. Second, an antioxidant serum, which we're about to get to. And third, you lock it all in with your sunscreen. Done.
And speaking of that second step, it leads us perfectly into tip number 2. This is the ultimate partner for your sunscreen.
So you want to use a topical antioxidant, and vitamin C is the undisputed champ here. Think of it like this: if sunscreen is your shield, antioxidants are your backup squad, fighting off any damage that sneaks through. They neutralize these nasty little things called free radicals from UV light and pollution that just love to chew up your skin's collagen. And as a bonus, vitamin C also brightens up your skin. It's a win-win.
Okay, the final tip in our prevention pillar is all about setting the right foundation. It's something that makes everything else you do even more effective.
This might sound super basic, but it is so important. Your skin has this amazing natural barrier that keeps all the good stuff, like moisture, in, and all the bad stuff, like irritants, out. If you use harsh cleansers or scrub way too hard, you can actually strip that barrier away. That leads to irritation and dryness, which just speeds up aging. So the lesson is, be gentle with your skin.
Okay, so our defenses are up. Now, let's go on the offensive. It's time to move to our second pillar, the repair toolkit. This is where we bring in the active ingredients that go to work repairing damage and telling our skin to act younger.
And we're kicking this section off with the heavy hitter. This is the most researched, most proven, and probably the most powerful ingredient in the entire anti-aging world. You've definitely heard of retinoids, or their cousin you can buy at the store, retinol. They're all forms of vitamin A, and they are true powerhouses. Basically, they work by hitting the fast-forward button on your skin's cell turnover. It's kind of like a personal trainer for your skin cells. It wakes them up, gets them working like their younger selves, and that in turn kicks up your collagen production.
All right, Lex tool out of the repair kit. This one is all about improving your skin's texture and giving you that instant glow.
Exfoliation. All this means is getting rid of that top layer of dead cells on your skin's surface. When you do it right, your skin can look brighter and feel smoother almost immediately. But, and this is a big but, the key phrase here is do it wisely. If you overdo it, you can damage your skin barrier, just like with overwashing. So whether you use a chemical one, like an AHA, or a gentle scrub, once or twice a week is usually more than enough.
Our final tool in the repair kit is absolutely essential. It's the one that makes all the other tools work that much better.
And here's why this is just so crucial. You can use all the fancy active ingredients in the world, but they won't work very well if your skin is dehydrated and its barrier is all messed up. Moisturizing helps support that barrier, it locks in hydration, and it gives your skin that plump, healthy look. At the end of the day, hydrated skin is strong, resilient skin.
All right, we've covered prevention and repair, all this stuff we put on our skin. But what good is all that work on the outside if the foundation on the inside is shaky? Our last pillar reveals that so much of skin health is truly an inside job. It's all about lifestyle.
So our last 4 tips are all about how you live, and honestly, they're all connected. Number 7, a balanced diet gives your body the literal building blocks for healthy skin. Number 8, getting enough sleep. It's not a luxury, it's when your body goes into major repair mode. 9 is managing stress, because that stress hormone, cortisol, is proven to break down collagen. And finally, number 10, staying hydrated from the inside out helps your skin stay elastic and just work better.
I mean, just look at the impact here. Things like chronic stress and not getting enough sleep can actively sabotage even the best skincare routine. It really proves that if you're skipping the lifestyle part, you're always going to be fighting an uphill battle. It is 100% an inside job.
So what you should really take away from all this is that these 10 tips aren't just a bunch of rules you have to follow. They're tools. They're tools to protect, to repair, and to support your skin. They give you the power to be the author of your skin's story. So the only question left is, how are you going to help it write the next chapter?